I followed my dreams and opened an antique store to have adventures and spend time as a family. Sometimes you have to climb a mountain and open some new doors to find the treasures inside. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
Road trip time. Heading on the highway. Oh, can you get the door? You're pretty strong. This morning I've got the whole family in the van and we're going on a road trip to pick up some cool steam-powered toys from a fellow John that I've been to his house once before. Bought those cool Wizard bikes and small toys off of him. And today buying his steam collection, so off we go. So this place is located right by Lake Wabamun. That's where we usually take our old race boat when it's nicer outside. But here we are, late October, and it's actually not too bad at all. I'm pretty lucky to have this great weather for the road. Okay guys, so we're here, so Dad's gonna jump out and go put a bunch of cool stuff in the car. I'll be right back. And this is that aero liner. That polish I have would bring this right back up to almost like a mirror finish.
Would it?
Yeah.
Somebody went over tried to make it look like, that's not factory. Somebody did that with some kind of machine.
No, that's aluminum, right?
Aluminum, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The whole boat's aluminum.
It's a cool boat. These aeroliners were made in Manitoba.
And this is the hood off the front end loader that I bought, a 54 Ferguson.
Oh, Massey.
It has a loader on it, so the guy didn't put the hood on it. But there's the hood off the
so
here.
You got this guy running. This is a 1953 Ford Jubilee. 53, right?
This is a 53, yeah, Golden Jubilee.
So is it running right now? Did you get her going?
It runs good. I drove it here from I parked over there for quite a few years.
Well, that's the thing about tractors. They'll just keep on going.
I never used it for last time I used it was about 5 years ago to tow that chicken house there up. Put it up there in the hill. It used to be parked over there.
So you doing paint on it and everything too, or?
What's that?
Are you gonna do paint on it too?
Yeah, I got the paint and that already.
What's happening with the little Honda sitting here? Are these up for sale, or are you fixing them up for the grandkids?
No, I was gonna put them away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kids ride them in the summertime.
Scoot around
I
on.
got 5 of them actually. I got some in the shed over there, and one up here, and
That's a good collection.
2 there. I had 12 at one time. I sold 7 of them.
Was that a bear that you killed and hung up yourself?
Like fuel.
It's like your own little factory going on in here with all these steam engines.
That's fuel here, and these are, for the, if you got one that's leaking or you want to put a new rod on.
Okay.
These are spring-loaded for the thing. This is alcohol to run them.
Oh yeah, it's quite the selection of them. And so, which of the ones here would you say are probably the most rare or the better ones?
The rarest ones are that one there.
Okay, the big.
That one in the back right there. I spent $2,300 on it.
On the stand-up boiler?
Right there. There's a boiler. That's a Regner boiler. There's a machine right over there, down in between those two.
Okay, yeah.
There. But the bigger they are, the more money that they're worth.
Right. The more.
Except, some of the models, like the Bing one, is worth more.
Like some of these little guys are.
These small ones here are expensive too. Those 2 back there were used in the schools for teaching the kids.
Which these ones here?
No, these little ones right here.
Oh, the little guys. Okay.
Yeah, and that one right here it even has the original burner.
Oh, okay.
In it. Just put alcohol in there and burn it.
So how many of these have you fired up and run?
I'll say fired up and run. I'll say 95% of them.
Okay, so they all run.
They all run.
Wow. Well, it's going to keep me busy for a while, that's for sure. Great looking collection.
You just put air to it about 15 pounds of air from a little compressor, you know, just hook it up to the...
And which one do you have that hooked up to?
Yeah, and
to
it
that
runs
thing.
everything there, runs there. Yeah, and this is a water jug for the steam. You might as well take it, because I won't have any more. And this is a box of spare parts, too. It's burners and stuff like that, you know.
Okay, yeah, extra bits and pieces.
That's a burner. There's a lid for it down there.
I had a customer asking for an extra one of these cords, I guess. There's a certain type that goes into a steam
One
unit.
of the cords?
Yeah, he needed an extra one. I don't know if you had spares, but maybe not.
I wouldn't sell the cords to anybody, but you know, they're hard to come by for the electrical powered steam.
Yeah, that's why he's having a hard time finding it.
You know, you can put any kind of cord on there, but to get original cords like these, you know, you pretty much got to order them from online.
Industry was changing the way people lived, from horses being replaced with steam tractors in the farms to factories that were run on steam-powered engines. And kids, young and old, were fascinated. Steam toys like this gave the family a little bit of industry in their own homes, and although a fairly expensive toy, they were made to last. Some of the models I'm buying here today are over 100 years old and still work. How's that for good old-fashioned quality? And the kids are all helping to bring stuff to the vehicle, and Abigail's found a kitten to play with. Does it have a name, honey?
Oh, definitely.
It's pretty cute. Thanks, Steven.
You're welcome.
It's the benefit of having a family of 5. You got lots of little helpers, like Abigail and Steven and Jason, and everybody's helping out today. It's going really well. So we ended up getting a pretty big haul of these steam engines, and I'm super happy. I'm gonna have a really good selection of these. I might have them for a while because there's so many. But it gave us a chance also to bring the family out to Melissa's mom's farm. So we're out here, we're gonna spend the day and have some fun, but later this afternoon I've got to take this stuff to the store, unload it, and start setting up a display. I wonder if these turkeys should be worried that they're that close to a barbecue. They have no idea what's been in there. So I've started offloading everything at the shop. My wife and kids came in and gave me a hand. There are piles of steam engines for me to go through. We had to lay them out. There's no room in here. All of my cupboards and counter spaces are covered in steam engines and steam cars and sets. Really cool stuff. Really impressed by the size and the scale by some of these things. He'd been collecting for quite some time and put on a lot of miles finding this stuff. And you have to remember, sometimes there's value in buying a big collection just because of how long it would have taken to acquire all this stuff in the first place. When you consider time and travel and hotels and expense, and even if you buy online, shipping, there is good value to buying a big collection someone else has already put together. And some of these boiler sets are absolutely massive. There are some brand names like Mammoth and Walesko, and others that you know, are just really beautifully put together. Some may be home built, some are kits, but this is, you know, like a fantastic piece. Also the accessories, I got a whole bunch of the little accessories that go along with it. You can hook up to the wheels here. You hook the little belt on, and then as your steam engine goes around, this guy turns. So the first order of business in figuring out where all this steam stuff is going to go is finding the case in the store which will make the most sense. And I think the one right by my counter here is going to be a good contender because it's a good size. Lots of stuff can fit in there. I could probably do a nice display. So got to start emptying stuff out, making room for the new stuff to go in. And as I'm getting the case emptied out here, I haven't exactly decided where all this other stuff is going to go. We had kind of some odds and ends like marbles and pocket watches and fountain pens in here. I'll have to find a new home for all that stuff. But that'll be tomorrow's problem. All right, showcase is empty. Now to start seeing how much of this stuff is gonna fit in there. Starting to get them laid out in the showcase. It's filled up really well. I still have to find room for a couple of these really big guys here. And you can see from the size of my hand just how big this thing is. It is pretty industrial. Have to find a good space for it where it's gonna be supported and look great on display. by far, this is the largest collection of steam toys I've ever owned in my life. I've had Wilesco, I've had Mamadin before, but a lot of these other brands I've never had. And some of them are even custom made, and guys have put probably, you know, hundreds and hundreds of hours into making these boilers and these steam vessels work. So really cool collection. I'm so glad you came along with us on another adventure today. I've got my work cut out for me at rearranging the store. I'm just about done, but there's still a lot more to go. If you like these adventures, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. You can check us out online at curiosityedmonton.ca, on Facebook and Instagram as well under Curiosity Inc., which is probably the best way to get a hold of us if you want to actually chat back and forth or look for items that we have up for sale, because we are a store and we do sell things. You can find those postings up on Facebook and on Instagram. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you all soon and have a great day. Bye for now.